Here's your host, Clay Nelson.
Hey, hi, this is Clay Nelson, Clay Nelson Life Balance on KZSB AM 1290. The day before Thanksgiving, wow. Now, gee, I happen to have an appropriate show today for just before Thanksgiving. It's called Getting Present to the Life You're Living. And what that means is what's more important? Should you be more present to the turkey you're eating or to the people that are sitting around the table with you? Should you be more present to the people that are missing that are in your family, okay, than the turkey? Or Or now here's a hard one. Should you be more present to the chocolate cream pie or the pumpkin pie?
Both.
Whoa. Now I got to tell you, I'm partial. The dinner's fine. My wife can cook like crazy. There's no question. But I like the cooking smells the day before. All the prep smells, all the gravy, all the turkey juices, all the potatoes, all the sweetbreads, all the you name it. God, come on, let's get off the show. Let's go eat.
Yum.
Yum. All right, so now. Clay Nelson, let's go through this again. Who am I? You know, this show is a culmination of 25 years of making a difference for other people, all times of year, right? So I want to thank you for being here, and I want to thank you for taking a look at your life and how you can make a difference in it and other people's lives. The point that we talk from, or where we come from on the Clay Nelson Life Balance Hour, is just strictly to remind you that you have power. And it is your belief in your power that counts. Only you have a say in how your life turns out. So only you have a say in how great this Thanksgiving can be. And only you have a say in how you can give thanks for what you've got. Think about that now. If you want to know more about me, you can go to www.claynelsonlifebalance.com. You can read anything about my background as an entrepreneur, as a business coach, as a personal coach, as a life coach, which I think are all the same. And just keeping up with the changing times and language. And if there's something that you don't see there that you want to know about me, call me up and ask me. You can call me direct, 805-682-8712. You want to know something? Ask. Got nothing to hide. You know, I've already done everything wrong you can do on the planet at my age, so who cares, you know? All right? So now, getting present. Now, what do I mean by being present? What do I mean by being present? Now, think about this now. You have feet and you have a head. Now, what would it be like to have your brain or your head always in the same place that your feet are? Whoa. Make some wild starstruck noise there, you know? So what would it be like to absolutely be present all the time? Yeah, weird, huh? All right, now have you ever gone into one meeting, all right, finished that meeting, walked into the next one, sat down, everybody's sitting around the table or teleconferencing or whatever. Your butt's in the chair, your feet are on the floor, but your head is in the last meeting that you just came out of. Or how about this? Yeah, totally. Have you ever gone home, walked in the house, did what you do, sat down either at dinner or on the couch or whatever, and your body's there, but your wife says to you, or your husband says to you, excuse me, but when is your head going to get here? Or your kids are talking to you and you can't hear a word they say. You're just sitting there with a smile on your face and you think they don't know you're loco gone in the cabeza.
Mm-hmm. We've all been there more than we like.
All right. Now here's going, what about the conversations you're going to have around the dinner table this Thanksgiving? All right. How many of those conversations are you going to be involved in, and how many are you going to be having a conversation and it goes, oh, here he goes again. He's going to tell the same story again. Let's see if it changes this year. All right? Or you're sitting there listening to people, and they're talking about how great it is to be at the home and be at the table and acknowledging what they've given thanks for. But where you're at is the pumpkin pie. Can you get that?
Who can focus when there's pumpkin pie?
Focus. Now, that's the word. It's exactly right, all right? Now, if you're in your office, in your home, and you're not moving in a vehicle, I want you to really write down, gee, I want to be I want my head to be where my feet are all the time for the rest of my life. So please, if you're driving a car right now, headed to grandma's house or headed to a friend's house, getting ready for Thanksgiving dinner, ask whoever's sitting in the passenger side to write down, I want my head to be wherever my feet are. What that means is I want to be present so I don't miss what there's there for me to get ever again. So what would it be like? Now think about that. Remember last week we were talking about mind chatter and how to manage it? Mind chatter is a way to be, quite frankly, gone from where your feet are. Being present, it's an entire conversation. It's an entire dance that you do, not so much with your mind chatter as it is with your outside circumstances. Okay? Now think about this. Here's a quote. It says, and this is anonymous, I'm sorry, but that's what it is. It says, if you chase two rabbits, both will escape. Now think about that. If your body's one place and your brain's another, you both lose.
Wow.
And in that particular case, think about this. Not only do you lose, but the both places you've either been or gone to are going to lose because there's nobody home. And they're going to know, and it's going to shut them down. All right? So Alexander Graham Bell said, concentrate all your thoughts upon the work at hand. The sun's rays don't burn until you bring them into focus. Ooh.
That's a lovely metaphor. I really like that. Yeah.
That's
wow.
cool. All right. All right. Now, so an example of focusing or an example of being present, all right, is how many times have you been in a conversation with someone or at a conference, and instead of being present to what the person is saying, you're thinking about and are present to their shirt. Or how about this? Have you ever walked up and said hello to somebody, and they were talking to you, and they remind you of somebody that beat you up when you were 9? How about this? Beat you, in a pool game, took all your money. Or wouldn't let you come into the fort at the end of the block. These people remind you. Diego's over there. See, Diego got that one. He's over there smiling. Oh, yeah, I remember that one. Okay?
It was a cool fort.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a cool fort. Nobody let me in. And I think this guy used to be that guy. All right, now. So what would it be like? I mean, think about this. That a lot of times you get hooked, and you get hooked by being reminded of something that happened in your past. You get hooked and knocked out of being present by a sound you hear outside, or you're still hooked by the meeting you were in the last meeting you were in, or you might even be thinking about, you know what? I don't want to be in this meeting. I'm hungry. Jeez, my stomach's gurgling. Life is happening. I don't want to be here. Or how about this? You hear a Harley go by. Now, that's serious distraction. All right? Yeah, that. Oh, that's a good one. So those distractions can really get you. The point is, what did you miss when your mind chattered on because you weren't present where your feet are? And the answer is, I don't know. Got it? Did you really say that? I didn't hear that. What'd you get out of this meeting? I don't know. I wasn't present to it.
It's only so forgiving people will be.
Yeah. It's like, wow, what exactly went on in there? Or how about this? You come out of the meeting and people ask you, what'd you think? And you go, about what?
There were some lovely condors flying around outside.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Did you hear that, Hardy? It sounds like it was missing on one cylinder. Yeah, all right, now. So what did you miss? So when we get back from this break, I'm going to give you some other examples of not being present. I just want you to get very simply on this great travel day, going to wherever you're going to go to be with more family, be with people you love, to see friends, and quite frankly, be blessed over a meal, and take the time to really get straight about who you are, who you're not, and what's good in your life. I want you to get straight around being present to that. That's what this whole show is about. So my gift to you is this show, being present to the power of being present, especially over the meal tomorrow, okay? So you're listening to Clay Nelson Life Balance Hour. Name of the show is Getting Present to the Life You're Living. You're listening to KZSB AM 1290. Get present to it, dude, and get on back here.
If you want to